Hola, how y'all doing today? Here, we're drinking none other than the magical, mystical, medicinal herb, Yerba mate. Yeah, drinking some canarias tonight. I have a review of this. You can check that out on my channel. One thing I like about these open-mouthed gourds is you can overflow of it just fine. I have a new gourd coming in the mail soon. You'll see a review of that when it comes. But today's topic is on thermoses. Okay. This is my new thermos. A gift from mi padre. Yeah. This is depressing, looking at my haircut. I hate cutting my hair. It's for a show I'm in right now. So I do theater, so after the show is over, it's going down to my shoulders, I swear. Unless you like it like this. If you like this haircut, let me know. Yes, thermoses. Pick the right thermos for you. I suggest going with a vacuum thermos. This is a vacuum thermos here, and what that is it's a double-walled thermos. Like, let me see. I have a piece of paper here. I'll draw you a diagram. This is your thermos. This is your thermos, right? Here's your lid, right here. Right there. Okay. This is inside the thermos. This is where your water is kept, right? All the water's in here. And then right here, this is empty space. Not only is it empty space, but it's a vacuum. They suck out all the air that was once in there, so it's an actual vacuum in here. And what that does is, obviously, heat transfers. Like if this was all full of water, right? This is all full of water. It's all vibrating, you know, at a really high speed. And we all know that water, the molecules are loosely packed. So, these molecules here are vibrating really, really quick. Right? They're vibrating really fast. And that's because they're hot, also. Not only are they loosely packed together, but they're vibrating fast because they're hot. And the way this cools down, the water cools down, is, I mean, as it loses energy, it slowly stops vibrating. You know, it's vibrating slower. It'll never stop vibrating. That would be absolute zero, which is not possible as far as we know of. And if you had, like the heat radiates away from the water through whatever's near it. So if I have water in a cup, the heat is escaping into the air nearby. Onto the table the cup is sitting on. It's escaping. All the heat or cold. And what this does is, when you have no air here, and there's nothing inside there, it's just a vacuum, it eliminates where the inner wall is being touched, so there's less places for the heat to escape. That's basically how that works. And also sometimes they'll have a foam liner inside it too. So just to help with the insulation. But that's basically the science of that. It basically gives less points for the heat to conduct out of. And vacuum thermoses do the best job of that, because when you take away all the air, there's no air for the heat to transfer through, which would be the main thing in a normal cup that it would transfer out of. Now you can get thermoses, which I have one, where you unscrew the bottom on it, and when you unscrew the bottom, I don't have one sitting around right now, there's a glass liner. It's just like a glass tube, and it tapers, and at the end it curves back at the end. It's just like this, but this is not a vacuum. And instead of steel, this container is glass, and it can come out. And just like these vacuum thermoses, it still has an O-ring at the top and everything, but these also, most of them, they'll come down and touch the bottom where it can be unscrewed like this, so it adds another point where it can come out. But also, this is all full of air. You don't have a vacuum there on the glass ones, so it's not the best option because air escapes a lot quicker. Like these good vacuum thermoses, when I use one of these, it'll keep stuff hot for up to 24 hours, sometimes even a little bit more. But when I use one of those glass thermoses, the heat tends to only last for maybe 6 to 8 hours, so these are a lot better for retaining heat for longer periods of time. Que rico. Canarias. Although I think I'm gonna go with a Paraguayan cut next time. I don't think I'm gonna get a gaucho for my next mate. Let's see. What more can I say about the whole vacuum thermos dealio? Some of the good brands to look out for. Obviously, Thermos is a great brand. I got this on clearance in a package of like the thermos. This is a 1 liter thermos. I got this thermos and a travel mug. You can see it by Thermos right there, marked down for 18 bucks, which is actually a fairly darn good deal for thermoses. They're pricier than you'd imagine. And some other brands you could look for. I suggest going with Thermos, mainly because Thermos is something it's really important for mate. It's one of the big major elements of mate. So you're going to want to keep your water nice and hot. I suggest going to the Thermos. But if you want to get an off-brand, you could go with Aladdin is a brand I know of. I have one of their glass insulated thermoses, but I don't like it as much. It's not quite as good. The best thermoses I've had have been actual Thermos brand. If you want to go traditional Argentine, the popular brand over there is Luma Largo. You can look that up probably on Amazon or eBay. And they actually make some really cool kits, mate kits, where it's like a glass basket, and the thermos clips into it, and then some bins for your mate and sugar clip into it, and there'll be a plastic gourd and a bombisha that'll clip in, and it all clips into this nice little wire carrying basket. Those are sick, but they're way out of my price range. I mean, this is actually a present. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the vacuum thermoses. I'd go with a vacuum over a glass wall, but get what you can. You're going to need a thermos, so if you have to get the cheapest one, go get the cheapest one. You're going to need one, unless you have a tea kettle. Yeah. So another thing to look out for when you're getting your thermoses is make sure you get one that can pour. If you look at the top of this, there's those little arrows, and it says pour. If I unscrew the cap a little bit so that one of the arrows is facing this direction, well, if I hold it right here, right? Check this out. You get a nice, steady, even stream of water right where that arrow is. That is so handy. I cannot stress enough how awesome that is. Because with my first glass line thermos, it didn't have any sort of a spout, and that was insane. Trying to just lost my train of thought. Trying to pour with that, because then you pour way too much and it overflows and you get mate everywhere, and it's not pretty. I suggest going with something you can pour. This is one style where you twist it. Both of my good thermoses, you twist. Actually, one of them's not mine. I borrow it. I I have borrowed it. And my computer screen just went black. Okay, we're still good. And the other style is a pop top, and what that is there's a button on the top, and you press it down, and it clicks down, and that basically acts as a spout, and you can pour however you want out of that. So you could go with that style, the pop top. And I know those are a favorite with a lot of people. I heard a story. I don't even remember where it might have been in a circle one time. This guy was using a pop top thermos all night, and he ended up getting a callus on his finger where he was pressing down on it. So it's like guitar calluses. You probably can't see them on video. Well, you can't really see them in person, I guess. My fingers are torn up from playing guitar, but I guess you can get that from a thermos if you use a pop top a lot. So I suggest going with the twist, and you also get a bit more control with the twist. You know what, let me take this off and show you how this works. I'll take the lid off this thermos. There's channels right here and here. See that? There's a channel. So if it's unscrewed just a little bit, you know, it exposes a little bit of the channel and it pours just fine. But yeah, that's how that works. So those are just some thoughts to keep in mind when you're going to buy your thermos. You know, you don't have to spend a lot. 18 bucks for a 1 liter thermos. I'd suggest going to the liter too. Don't get a smaller half-liter thermos, because then you just gotta refill it, and it's annoying, and you're just like, ugh. I suggest bigger, better. And then you can get like the construction worker thermoses that are like 2.5, 3 liters, and remember Dave posted a photo in Circle of Drink on the Circle of Drink Facebook page, and I had to comment on it, comically large thermos, because the dude was holding a thermos that was like the size of his chest. But yes, bigger is better when it comes to thermoses. So I'll stop blabbing. This video is long enough. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. I hope I helped you. Maybe I should open the thermos. Hope I've helped you in your thermos and mate drinking endeavors. Keep drinking that holy holly. Do yourself some good. I'm excited for the new Galaxy mate coming out to Circle of Drink soon. You need to try that. As well as Suffolk Lights. I still need to try that. But yeah, keep drinking the holy holly. Keep spreading it. Spread the green gold. Salud, and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks for supporting the channel. It really means a lot that you watch my videos. It's awesome. Yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know any comments, suggestions. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, life, whatever you're doing right now. Have an amazing insert current activity here. Thanks. Salud.